Welcome. You know, they say that in hospitality, the first impression is the only impression. And honestly, it's made long before you even say a word. Today, we're diving into why professional grooming isn't just about looking good. It's about being the living, breathing promise of excellence the moment a guest walks through that door. So let's start with the perspective that matters most, the guests. I mean, this quote says it all, doesn't it? When someone is paying for a premium experience, they expect everything about that experience to be premium. And that absolutely includes the staff. A polished appearance isn't just a bonus, it's seen as a direct reflection of the hotel's quality. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's not just about looking sharp for a special event or on a busy weekend. It's about building that professional presence consistently, day in and day out. So let's break down exactly how we can make that a reality.
To build that consistent presence, everything really rests on three foundational pillars. Think of these as the bedrock for all the specific rules we're about to cover. If you can get these three concepts down, the rest just becomes second nature.
Pillar 1, cleanliness. Okay, this is the absolute non-negotiable starting point. It's the simplest and most powerful way to show respect for the guest, for your coworkers, and for yourself. A clean, crisp appearance doesn't just look professional, it builds trust instantly.
Second up, confidence. And here's something cool to think about. Great grooming isn't just for the guest, it's for you. When you know you look the part, you're polished, you're professional, it actually changes how you carry yourself. That confidence just shines through, and it helps you handle any situation with way more grace and authority.
And finally, we have consistency. Look, a single super polished employee is great, but a whole team that is consistently well-groomed, that's powerful. It reinforces the hotel's brand. It tells every single guest, no matter what day or what time, that they can expect the same high standard of quality always. Okay, so let's get into the practical stuff, starting with the very canvas of our professional image, the uniform. It's so much more than just clothes. It's a symbol of your role and the high standards you represent. Think of this as your personal 4-point check before every shift. Number 1, is it immaculate? We're talking clean and pressed, no excuses. 2, is it in perfect shape? No missing buttons, no frayed edges. 3, is your name badge clean and right where it should be? And 4, the shoes. Don't let your shoes be an afterthought. Polished shoes really are the period at the end of a perfect professional sentence.
Let's get really specific on footwear, because these details matter. For men, it's simple. Clean, polished black shoes with black socks. For women, it's appropriate stockings paired with clean, polished black court shoes. And here's a super important point on heels. They cannot be more than 2 inches high. This is about looking professional, sure, but it's also about being comfortable and safe during a long shift.
All right, uniform is covered. Let's move on to personal grooming. This is where your individual attention to detail really helps create that polished, consistent look for the whole team. When it comes to hair, the 2 words to remember are neat and natural. It's got to be well combed at all times. We stick to natural hair colors to keep that classic, professional vibe. For our female staff, if your hair is shoulder length or longer, it needs to be tied back neatly and securely. For men, the standard is short and tidy, not touching the collar or going over the ears. And for everyone, the goal is a natural look, so let's go easy on the hairsprays and gels. Next up, facial grooming and nails. For male staff, the standard here is clean-shaven. For everyone, nails are a must. They need to be well-trimmed and clean. For female staff who like to wear nail polish, the rule is simple. Stick to clear or pale neutral shades. Again, it's all about maintaining a clean, non-distracting appearance. Now, let's talk about those finishing touches. These are the small but absolutely essential details that pull your entire professional image together and really get you ready for prime time with our guests.
Okay, let's just be direct and professional here, because these are the absolute fundamentals. A daily bath or shower is a requirement. Using a deodorant is essential. And of course, making sure your teeth are clean and your breath is fresh at all times. These are just basic signs of respect in any job, but especially in a role where you're up close with guests.
For makeup and accessories, the key word is subtle. For our female staff, this means light, natural-looking makeup. We want to avoid any vivid or dramatic colors, but a lipstick of a suitable natural color should be worn. For all staff, accessories are minimal, just 1 ring and 1 watch. Women can also wear 1 pair of small, simple earrings. The whole idea is to look polished, not decorated.
So, you look the part, you're ready to go, but professionalism goes way beyond just your appearance. let's talk about your professional presence. How you carry yourself, how you interact with your environment. This is where it all comes together.
Your body language speaks volumes before you even say a word. Be aware of your posture. Stand tall, walk with a straight back. Never ever lean on walls or the front counter. Think of the lobby as a stage. You are always on. That means purposeful movement, no running. And just like an actor, your very last step before you go on that stage should be a quick check in the mirror to make sure you're ready for your role.
And this principle doesn't just apply to you, it extends to your workspace too. A clean, organized front desk is a direct reflection of your professional image. It sends a message to the guest that says, we're efficient, we're in control, and we are ready to help. So keep your workspace just as immaculate as your uniform.
Wow, we've covered a lot of details, from shoes to posture to the state of your desk. Now let's just tie it all together and remember the really powerful message we're sending with all of this.
So here's the bottom line. Your appearance is a promise. It is a silent guarantee to every guest that the service they're about to receive is going to be just as polished, just as detailed, and just as professional as the person standing in front of them. You are the living proof of the hotel's commitment to excellence.
You know, ultimately, it all comes down to respect. Respect for the guests who chose to stay with us. Respect for your teammates who are all upholding those same high standards. And just as important, respect for yourself and the critical role you play in creating an unforgettable experience. So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. This isn't about being perfect overnight, it's about continuous improvement. So what's the one small detail? Maybe it's your posture, maybe it's the shine on your shoes, maybe it's just your smile. What's the one thing you will consciously focus on to elevate your presence on your very next shift? Thanks so much for your time.